Welcome back to Thompson's Coins, and today we're taking a look at the new Tooth Fairy coins from the Royal Australian Mint. So welcome into 2025, we've made it. I hope you all had a very nice Christmas break and, caught up with family and all that sort of jazz. I know it was certainly a very nice break for me and my family. It was good to have a little breather and just reflect on what was a really big year. And like I said in the previous video, really looking forward to 2025. So we have here the first release out of the Royal Australian Mint for 2025. This is the Tooth Fairy coin. Now you may recall I highlighted the 2024 coin last year, and it's a little disappointing this time. Once again, they've reused the same design, and anyone that knows me knows that I like a bit of variety, and particularly if I'm collecting a series. So I like to see, even if it's a minor tweak to the design, I just want a point of difference for each of the coins. And now this is the third year running, and I've come up with a bit of a theory. The series began in 2020, and we had a completely different design for the first 3 years. We've now seen the more cartoony, stylized depiction of the Tooth Fairy, and I'm not knocking the design. I think in terms of a Tooth Fairy design, I think they've actually done a great job. It's a really nice design, and the card looks great as well. It has that nice, animal theme to it, and it's all cartoony, which again, I don't have an issue with the design, but I would just love to see if you're going to do, and my theory is that the same design will appear for 3 years running. So next year we may see a departure from this design, but it remains to be seen. It's purely just a theory based on looking at previous designs, but I would like to see something a little different. If you have a child who's lost a tooth and they get one of these, which would be very exciting to receive, and then another tooth is lost down the line, I would like a new design. I would like to, it's a great opportunity to introduce the younger generation to the greatest hobby in the world, collecting. And I think it would be a great way to do that, would be changing the design each year and giving a bit more variety. But then again, I'm sure there are reasons, beyond my knowledge that lead to the same design being recycled. Maybe it's purely a matter of time management and, they don't have the time to jazz up a new design every year. I'm not too sure, but that's just, one guy's opinion. Something else that goes along with the Tooth Fairy release, and this is something that I think is exclusive to the Royal Australian Mint, so this isn't something that dealers will generally stock. Occasionally, things like this come through in collections when I buy back collections in the shop, and this is one such example. So this here is the 2021 Tooth Fairy kit, and I think this is a great idea, particularly, again, for getting youngsters involved in collecting. It has a little mirror, a little pop-out book style there, and it actually comes with a glitter pen, a toothbrush, and a little pouch for your very new $2 coin to go along with. So I think things like that are really nice. It would be nice to see more of those produced, so perhaps more coin dealers could get them, so it's not just an exclusive to the Royal Australian Mint. But I think things like that are a nice little innovative way to get the next generation involved in collecting. And something like that would be a bit exciting, if you go to brush your teeth in the morning and this is waiting for you on the bathroom sink. I think that'd be pretty exciting as a kid. But these are the coins that I have here in the store, as I've actually got plenty of them at the moment. These are the new ones. So these are just in a presentation card like that, and they are $20. I think in terms of popularity, as is often the case, earlier releases, when the Tooth Fairy coin first came out, it wasn't particularly popular, and I remember a number of dealers were a little confused about them and didn't really understand where they would fit in terms of the broader collecting scene, I guess you might say, and as a result, they were a little overlooked. And now they're quite hard to get, so the 2020 Tooth Fairy coin is quite expensive, but I don't know that we'll see that. And again, this isn't any kind of financial advice, this is just me thinking out loud. I'm not sure we'll see massive, collector demand for these coins in the future, just because it's an unlimited mintage, not to be confused with an infinite mintage. It just means that they'll produce as many as demand requires. And with a coin like this, I think there is a reasonable demand, but similarly, I think a lot of people that are speculating on something like this will be able to get their hands on plenty. So I wouldn't be too panicked and worried about being able to get your hands on these. There's plenty around. I think a lot of dealers still have last year's as well. So in terms of being a rare, hard to get coin, I don't think that will be the case with these. But obviously, if you have a young one, or if you're just interested in collecting the theme and you want to continue your Tooth Fairy collecting journey, pick it up, get into it. It's a lot of fun. I'll put a link in the description. These are available on the website now. There was also another release. I have no idea what the story is with this one. This is exclusive, I think, to News Express. So news agents are getting these, which is pretty disappointing from a coin dealer's perspective. If I had to open a news agency instead of a coin shop, it'd be a lot easier to get coins like these. But a story for another day. This is, I don't really know. It's like a book. You open it up, and again, it's an unlimited mintage, but that's not to say that there'll be an infinite amount out there. And it's just blank. So I suppose you write a message in there, and you've got King Charles on the obverse, and an artsy, stylized depiction of the kangaroo and emu, who obviously appear on the coat of arms on the ordinary 50-cent piece. In terms of a collector's item, I don't really like this coin. It does nothing for me. It feels kind of boring, and I don't know where it would fit in terms of when I think about my collecting habits and the things that I like. It does nothing for me. But obviously there are plenty of 50-cent collectors out there that will actively, seek to get every single coin. So if you are one of those, I only have a couple of these available at the moment. Your best bet is probably to go to a newsagent's if you want to get your hands on these interesting 50-cent pieces where you can write your own message to a friend or a family member, someone that you're wanting to celebrate with, and give them a 50-cent coin. A little unusual, but there you go. That's just that's just my thoughts on this new 50-cent coin. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I probably also should have mentioned, as you would expect on the obverse, so the head side of the Tooth Fairy coin, we have the portrait of King Charles III, as is the case on the 50-cent piece as well. So there you go, that's the new Tooth Fairy coin. I may have some of the older ones available as well on the website. I'm not too sure, they may have all sold. As I mentioned, the earlier ones are quite popular, but we'll see how things go with the new one here. I think it's nice, but it hasn't set my world ablaze. A bit of a gentle introduction to 2025, you might say. Hopefully the videos will get a little more exciting as time goes on, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you like the new Tooth Fairy design? Will you be going out of your way to complete a collection of all Tooth Fairy coins? And am I crazy? Is this actually a slam dunk? I've been wrong in the past. Maybe the Celebrate 50-cent coin will be an absolute gem in the future. Who knows? Let me know what your thoughts are. Anyway, if you ever want to come visit and see the store here, we're at Shop 8 in the Boronia Mall, and we're open Tuesday to Thursday, 10 till 4, and we're also here on Saturdays from 10 till 3. That's it for now. If you enjoy the greatest hobby in the world, coin collecting, please consider subscribing to the channel, give it a like, all that sort of thing. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Oh, and before I go, one final thought. Apparently, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, Tooth Fairy, rather than giving $2, should be giving about $10.20 as to be adjusted for inflation. So what are your thoughts in the comments? How much do you think the Tooth Fairy should be giving for a lost tooth in this modern age? Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.